Hi, welcome to Top Chef University. I'm Arian from Top Chef New York. Course number 3 is all about cooking techniques, and this is your next lesson in poaching. If you like the simple flavors of fish, poaching is an easy way to emphasize its clean taste. Just make sure the fish is fresh and you're already halfway to a delicious dish. Let's get started. Cooking fish quickly but gently in a flavorful liquid is the key to preserving the fish's natural flavor, resulting in a lightly seasoned, healthy meal. When talking about fish, the term poaching is used most often for fish cooked in a simmering liquid where the liquid is discarded. The classical way is in a pan on the stove using a court bouillon. But I'll quickly take you through poaching a piece of fish in the oven. This is sometimes referred to as dry poaching, where the liquid doesn't cover the fish completely and it is covered with some parchment paper to partially steam the meat. Then I'll show you how to make some perfectly poached shrimp with a classic cocktail sauce. Let's start with our court bouillon. I have some water getting hot here, about 2 quarts or so. And again, we're building our flavors, so we have some whole black peppercorn, about a teaspoon or so, a few sprigs of fresh thyme, a couple of fresh bay leaves. We're going to slice up a lemon. This is going to give it a real nice citrus, lemony flavor, which is great with fish, as we all know. And then about a cup of white wine. We're going to let this come to a boil, and then we're going to reduce it to a simmer. We're also going to give it just a little bit of salt, not too much. So we're going to grab our sautoir, and we're going to use our dry poaching method to poach these gorgeous halibut fillets that we have here. Let's start off by making our parchment lid. I have a half a sheet of parchment paper. We're going to fold it in half again, and then we want to almost triangle it and then bring it over one more time, and then from here you measure it to the center. I just give it a fold down so I know where I need to cut it, like a crease. I make a crease. Bring your knife through there. And then you're going to cut a small part of the tip off. That actually creates your hole for steaming. And you see how that fits nicely on your pan after we put our fish in. So now that we have that ready, let's get our pan ready. I'm going to take a little bit of butter and generously butter the bottom and the sides. This lubricates and seasons the pan at the same time. All right. This is a really, really classic French dish that I'm teaching you here right now. I learned this from a French chef a long time ago. We're going to sprinkle a minced shallot on the bottom. We're going to place our gorgeous halibut fillets, and these are about almost like an inch and a half thick. We're going to season with a little pepper, a little bit of salt, and then we're going to ladle our court bouillon right in our pan. We're going to go about halfway up the fish. We don't want to cover the fish because then we won't be dry poaching. We'll be poaching. I'm also going to throw a little bit of dill in there. Look at how gorgeous that looks already. We're going to cover with our parchment lid. So what's going to happen here with the parchment lid, it's actually going to hold some of the steam in to create that dry poaching process. The hole in the center is going to release the steam. So this way we have some nice even cooking going on, and it's going to really keep our fish nice and moist. This is going to go into a 350-degree oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. So our halibut's going to take about 12 to 15 minutes poaching in the oven. Now I'm going to show you how to make a perfectly poached shrimp. Here we have some gorgeous shrimp with the shell on. Again, I like to keep the shell on because I just think it adds that extra flavor and it protects the shrimp. We have our court bouillon here, rapidly boiling. I'm just going to lower it a little bit. Now for the shrimp cocktail that we're going to poach, I actually like to really season our liquid salty like the sea. You know, the shrimp come from the sea, they should actually poach in the same flavor that they came out of. So we're going to add a nice amount of salt. These are going to go in. And these are going to take, depending on the size you have, these look like they're going to take about 5 minutes. You're looking for that, that nice pink vibrant color that comes through when you see the shrimp. That's how you know they're pretty much ready. So we're going to give them a quick stir just to get them all nice and even. And while those are nicely poaching in our court bouillon, I'm going to clean up real quick and I'm going to show you how to do a cocktail sauce. So we have some ketchup, Worcestershire, Tabasco, horseradish, and of course some fresh lemon. So this is simple, everything right. We have about a half a cup of ketchup, about a teaspoon of Worcestershire, couple dashes of Tabasco, or you know, you like it hot, you add as much as you want. A little bit of horseradish. Again, you like horseradish, go for it. My dad loves horseradish, can never have enough. We're going to half a lemon. We'll squeeze a little bit of lemon in there. Whisk it up a little more. Let's give it a quick taste. Delicious. The spice, the horseradish, it's right on. So let me get our dish. Let's get our plating dish. We'll put our cocktail sauce right in there. Now let's check on our shrimp. Looks like they are ready. Let's just see. You know, and if you're unsure, you can always pull one out and look at it, open it up. Don't be afraid. These actually need a few more minutes. So we'll give them a few more minutes. Now, how I like to take them out, I don't like to shock the shrimp after they come out of the court bouillon, because what would happen is it would just wash all that flavor off. So you almost want to take the shrimp out just ready, not underdone, but just ready, because what's going to happen is we're going to lay them on the sheet pan, and they're going to cool in the refrigerator slowly, so this way all the flavors still stay there, and they're really, really great. Nice and sweet, that sweet, sweet shrimp flavor that we really want. So these are about ready, and we're going to lay them on our sheet pan. Smelling wonderful. Reminding me of the beach. Wish I was there. All right. We'll turn that off. We'll let these cool. Like I said, you can keep them out, you can put them in the fridge, depending on how quickly you need them. So let's plate up our shrimp. We'll pile them nice and high. Slice up a little lemon wedges. A little bit of parsley. So there you have our perfectly poached shrimp and classic cocktail sauce. Let's check on our halibut in the oven, see how that's doing. Well, it smells great. I smell that dill already. Yeah, these look beautiful. Let's get the plate to put them out on. You can see they're nice and firm. That's what you want. You want a firm, nice firm fish. The dill is really coming through here. Just gently take it out of the liquid. Leave that behind. These are amazing. I can't wait to eat them. I'm actually going to put a little more dill on there because that dill is really coming through. We'll chop a little on. These are beautiful. So I'm just going to roughly chop a little bit of dill. This looks so beautiful. We're going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil just to give it a little extra richness. Look at that gorgeous halibut. So now I've showed you the dry poaching method for our halibut, as well as using the same court bouillon, creating a perfectly poached shrimp cocktail. Poaching is a great way to infuse flavor and retain a perfectly moist fish. In our next lesson, things are starting to look a little sweeter. We're poaching fruits.